Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal. We do estate planning, trust administration, and probate here in California. This video is what trustees should know. And I think I want to caveat that with what you should know before you say yes to the job of being a trustee. Now, I have a much more extensive full webinar. I have a trustee manual that will provide more comprehensive instructions. It's available on our website. But for this video, I just wanted to make sure if you're thinking about being a trustee, this is a good place to start to go, okay, should I actually say yes to this job? Do I really want to engage? And then my second piece of advice would be find an attorney who can walk you through the specifics of your specific situation, the specific trust that you're looking at, the scenario you're looking at, and making sure that it really you've all checked all the boxes. So if you're a trustee, if you're nominated as trustee here in California, oftentimes you will find yourself in this role when either the settlor, which is the creator of the trust, is incapacitated. So a doctor certified them, or two doctors, or they're in a coma or something like that. They have dementia. Someone said they can't make decisions. And the documents say, guess what? You're in charge. So that's the first time that you're going to be called potentially. And then the second is probably more familiar and more common to what people think, is then when someone passes away and you are in fact nominated as trustee. Most of the time you'll know this, you'll have reviewed the documents before, but sometimes it can come as a surprise. I thought my siblings were nominated. I didn't realize that that person trusted me that way. In California, or in probably most states, you don't have to ask permission to nominate someone as trustee. It's a good idea to get permission, but there's no requirement. So first thing, you don't have to say yes. This is not an obligation. You might have a moral compass that says this is important to you. You might have other extenuating circumstances in which you think this is a good idea, but know that you have a choice. You don't have to say yes. You can say no, you can decline. You can also, once you do say yes, you could resign if it's not the right fit. My really good suggestion, because this is not legal advice, this is information for you to take to your attorney. My strong suggestion is if you're not sure if you want to say yes or no, do not say yes. Go to an attorney and then figure out whether you're going to decline to act, which is different than resigning. If you start taking action, even if you haven't signed papers, if you start doing things as the trustee, you could be considered to be the trustee, and then you have to resign, but you have a job and you have to account for your time. You have to account for the things you did. It can be kind of a mess. So first things first, stop. Figure out if you actually want to say yes. Meet with an attorney to make sure you understand what the document requires you to do, and then say yes or no. Second thing, read the document. That's a really good indication of what you can expect. So if the document says, I have 3 siblings and I want you, my trusted friend, to give 1 share to each of them outright, and everything's in cash, my taxes are paid and everything's handled, and here's a list of all my assets and everything's buttoned up, that's probably a pretty easy figure out if you're going to do that. If for some reason there is a trust that says, I want you to hold the funds in trust for the remainder of my sibling's lifetime, and their sibling is, say, 30 years old and you're 70, you might want to see if that's actually the right thing for you to do. Again, looking through these documents is incredibly important. The last thing that I want to impress upon you is make sure you know about the trust. What are the assets? What are the debts? And how long do you think it's going to take? And do you have the time to dedicate to do it? Because it is a job, and it's important for you to take it seriously as a job. So I hope those were helpful. If you are nominated as trustee and you're like, what? Our office can help. You can call us. We're happy to schedule a consult with you, review the documents, talk about the expectations, and then see if you want support in actually getting the job done. That's what the trustee's attorney will do: protect you, give you guidance, give you a roadmap, and have you move forward if that's in fact what you want to do. You can get information about the trustee manual and our firm at gofflegal.com.